Okay.
It's the hour of 9 o'clock, exactly 9:03 a.m. We'll call the meeting to order and have roll call.
Bobbitt, absent. Ronk,
Here.
Hess.
Here.
Max, would you lead us in a word of prayer, please?
Yes, bow your heads. Our dear Lord and Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day, dear Lord. We thank you for all the blessings that you bestowed upon us. We ask that you keep a watchful eye on us, help us to conduct the business of the county in a manner that is upstanding. We ask that you keep a watchful eye over all of our employees and help them to return home safely to their families this evening. We ask that you be with the leaders of this country, give them guidance, support in following thy word. We ask that you watch over us, protect us, guide, guard, and direct us through oncoming time. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
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 Cindy, will you lead us in the flag salute, please?
Yes, salute. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I acknowledge that the agenda was properly posted in accordance to the Open Meeting Act.
Item number 5, consider and act on the approval of minutes for July 9th regular meeting. I move that we accept the minutes for the July 9th regular meeting.
I'll second.
Ronk moved. Hess seconded to approve the minutes for the July 9th regular meeting. All those in favor?
Ronk,
Aye.
Hess.
Yes.
Motion carried.
And Cindy's off at her NACO
In Nashville.
in Nashville, yeah.
Yes. Item 6, comments from the public on the below agenda items.
Under new business, I just got a call this morning from Buddy Carroll. He said he would be here Thursday to try to look over some balancing procedures and also where our offices stand as far as budgets just beginning. So,
Okay.
I'll be here Thursday.
Item 7, discuss and take possible action on the following agenda items. Item A, transfer of appropriations.
None.
We have none. Item B, purchase orders and travel claims.
I make a motion that we review.
I'll second that. Hess moved, Ronk seconded to review purchase orders and travel claims. All those in favor?
Ronk,
Aye.
Hess.
Aye.
Motion carried. I guess my point, Cindy, is even if you call and you say this tire is going to be $74.14, and then they come up to you afterwards and say, "Oh, sorry, we priced you the wrong size tire.
Mm-hmm.
It's now $85.12." We didn't follow proper purchasing procedures.
Yeah.
Well, and that's exactly what happened on
that deal.
mower tire. A mower tire we thought it's the front tire of the mower, the little tire.
Yeah.
We thought it was going to be $32.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it turned out to be $60.
Well, let me get with Cheryl Wilson and I'll talk to.
And I'm sure that's
the
not a
DA too. And no, but
Well,
I mean, I don't want that on there.
yeah.
If that's not going to have, I mean,
Yeah.
if there's another remedy to that.
I agree we need to get the prices and stuff, but I've had this conversation with Donna before. I said, Donna, we had to deal with John Deere happen, but we also had things that we don't know how much it's going to be, and we don't have no idea. You know, we got written up a couple of years ago because we had things exact. A PO come across that was $96.32. Well, it was exact, so they said that we knew already that we need,
or that you weren't doing. Processing it properly or something, or you were
but they
using them.
They was finding out what exactly it was, and we was putting it exactly on there, and they told us that really wasn't the way to do it. So we've tried to encumber more. Well, now you get down to exact, and you get there, and you go pick that tire up, and it's $10 more than what you've encumbered.
Yeah.
Then you get written up for it. So I don't know whether
It's
what
almost
y'all
a
do.
It's a double-edged
It is.
sword.
It's a balancing act.
Yeah, it is. Well, let me do some checking on that to see.
Okay.
And it was Jenna and I doing the POs.
Oh, yeah.
So it's kind of like we're just,
And that's fine. It's not
But yeah,
a personal deal. It's just,
sure,
of course, we want to do it right.
right. Nobody's trying to do anything sneaky. We just
Yeah.
need to figure out what we need to do to remedy it. So I'll do some checking on that.
All right.
I guess Cindy didn't sign the back of these for these approvals, so I guess we ought to.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
about
she
that.
was already gone, I think.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
sorry. Or didn't we?
I signed the PO and just didn't sign the.
That's all right.
I'm spreading the load, thanks.
There you go.
Those boys were conservative. They didn't eat at any fancy places.
No.
I think it was Whataburger, and they did good. I think about something we used to go at the bank, you know. I'm going to the bank. It's $100, no big deal. You know, it's crazy how. But it's a write-off to them, you know. So.
Yeah. Monty Taylor will always take a bunch at every ACO conference every day. Lunchtime, we'll take everybody to Saltgrass.
Oh yeah, I went.
There at Norman.
I went with Fidelity to a bunch.
Yeah.
Sarah forgot she was already going. I'm like, oh, what you talking about? Because we wanted Saltgrass. I said, okay, I'm going. So we went. Yeah.
I make a motion to approve purchase orders and travel
Second.
claims.
Hess moved, Ronk seconded to approve purchase orders and travel claims. All those in favor?
Wrong.
Aye.
Yes.
Aye.
Motion carried. Item C, blanket purchase orders.
I make a motion to approve blanket purchase orders.
Max moved, Pat seconded to approve blanket purchase orders. All those in favor?
Ronk,
Aye.
Hess,
Aye.
Motion carried. Item D, notice to bidder number 2018-19, District 1, purchase pipe 11 3/4 inches by .534 inch wall thickness, 65 pounds per foot. This particular material was not bid on the 6-month materials bid.
And really, Cindy's going to buy some of that pipe too.
okay,
So
so did I put it just as
What-
District 1?
It is as District 1, but I think
You
each
can
district can
piggyback on it?
piggyback.
Okay.
Anybody in the county, like a fire
Yeah.
department, could
Okay.
piggyback if they
Okay.
wanted to. Okay, that's exactly what we got going on here. Is 11 3/4 inch diameter pipe,
Mhm.
.534 wall thickness,
Mhm.
65 pounds per foot. Are we specifying a specific foot amount? No, we're not.
no, we're not.
Okay. Well, I move to.
Make sure my dates are right.
Okay.
So I have it as,
Bids will be received until Friday, July 27th.
which is this week and next week, so that'll
Yeah.
be Friday the 27th.
Yeah, so
Open
that'll go
on
in the paper
30th.
twice, and we'll open it on Monday, July 30th during the regular Board of County Commissioners meeting,
Do I have the time? Did I put yeah, 9:30.
9:30 a.m.
Okay.
So I still move to go out for bids for the purchase of this particular pipe.
I'll second it.
Ronk moved, Hess seconded to go out for bids for pipe. All those in favor?
Ronk,
Aye.
Hess,
Aye.
Motion carried. Okay, item E, phone fax quote number 18-2018, District 1, rock hauling for general road repair.
we have one
Yes,
fax
right
to the
here.
district.
This was faxed to my shop. We went out on bids again for that because last time we didn't.
The time, it was 2 minutes off or something.
2 minutes
on
off,
Getting the
yeah.
fax
Yeah,
in. Yeah.
you're right.
So I rejected them. We went out on bids again. We've got 2 bids in. One is from Dale's Construction from Nash
Okay,
for $5.50 a loaded mile.
$5.50 a mile.
Yeah.
Okay,
And the second one is from B&B Equipment
I still think it's a
for
typo.
$2.33. I checked with them. It's not.
I see Beth brought that in to me personally. I mean, I'm the one who.
They know that.
And that's per loaded mile.
Per loaded mile. Yeah. And here you can have these 2.
Okay.
I would like to make a copy.
I'd like to
of them.
piggyback and have 100 loads myself. That's. I really think they've screwed up. $3 a gallon diesel fuel, and they're running for $1.16 each way. I move to approve them then.
Well, that's what that's what I was sitting here thinking, figuring here.
Less than half.
I move to accept the bid for B&B Equipment
I
for
second.
$2.33 a mile.
I'll second it. If you can't keep him busy, holler at me.
Okay.
I'll take 100 loads.
Well, I went out on bids for 75 to 100.
Okay.
Okay.
All in favor?
All in favor?
Ronk,
Aye.
Hess,
Aye.
motion carried.
Item F.
We received 1 bid.
Open bid for number 17-2018 Grant County Farm Number 2, USDA Farm Number 8141.
I'll just leave the envelope. How's that?
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, there's our notice to bid.
Next page, I think. No, maybe next page. Here we go.
The bid is $400 from Tanner Bushnell. Okay, it's Tanner Bushnell Farms.
Okay.
That
Tanner?
being, yeah, Tanner Bushnell Farms. That being the only bid, I move to accept.
And that's an annual payment.
That's an
right?
annual payment.
And it's a 3-year lease.
It's 3-year lease.
3-year lease, $400 a year. I move to accept.
I'll second.
Ronk move, Hess seconded to approve the lease, 3-year lease at $400 a year from Tanner Bushnell Farms. All those in favor?
Ronk,
Aye.
Hess.
Aye.
Oh. Motion carried.
That's okay.
Aye, aye,
Item
aye.
G, Treasurer's allocation of alcoholic beverage tax, June 2018.
I move to approve.
I'll second that. Hess moved, Ronk seconded to approve the Treasurer's allocation of alcoholic beverage tax for June of 2018. All those in favor?
Ronk,
Aye.
Hess.
Aye.
Motion carried. Item H, Treasurer's mortgage certification fee appropriation for June of 2018. I move to approve.
Second.
Ronk moved, Hess seconded to accept Treasurer's mortgage certification fee appropriation. All those in favor?
Ronk,
Aye.
Hess.
Aye.
Motion carried. Item I, state expenditures for DA's office, June of 2018. We have the amount of $1,298.89.
What was the total on that beverage?
The alcohol beverage $9,387.26,
Okay.
and the mortgage cert was $120.
Okay.
The state expenditures for the district.
The mortgage cert you said was what?
No, that was the alcoholic.
Oh,
No. No, the alcoholic deal was.
mortgage tax certification fee was $120.
Well, that's just my part of the fee, but there's a lot, there's a mortgage tax is what he's asking for.
Yeah.
Because part of it goes to school, part of it goes to.
No, he just wants to know how much the
Is
101.
that all you wanted to know?
Yeah.
The
The
101.
fee.
The fee's 100.
Okay, that's what we approved.
Yeah, that's what we approved the fee.
Yeah. That's all that shows.
That's
on
all it
there.
shows. It doesn't show what the tax
What is
itself.
the total?
It's supposed to.
Well, but you signed it.
Yes, I know I signed it,
Well, I know, but
but we do get mortgage tax. You know that, right? And the schools get part of it.
right, but it's not on that form.
Okay.
Do we get percentages like we do on the regular? Tax money break.
See, any mortgage tax that we collect,
Yeah.
then the schools get part of that. And the 120 is only like a $5 certification fee that I get off of every mortgage. That's all that is.
Okay.
So
We still are basically 80-20, right?
80.
80% goes to school, 20% goes
You're talking
to.
about ad valorem tax, not mortgage.
Yeah. So that's not directly related.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Well. Okay.
Different tax.
Right.
I move to approve the $1,298.89 state expenditures for the DA's office for June of 2018.
Second.
Ronk moved. Hess seconded to approve the state expenditures for the DA's office for June 2018. All those in favor?
Ronk,
Aye.
Hess,
Aye.
Where do I sign this?
as claimant.
Claim it right here.
Yeah.
See
Nobody
that?
else has signed that.
I think
Don't think I have to sign it. You-
Yeah, you just acknowledge. Item J, state payroll claim voucher for election board secretary, June of 2018.
I make a motion to approve.
I'll second it. It was for $22,550.12. All those Hess moved, Ronk seconded to approve the state payroll claim voucher for the election board secretary of June 2018. All those in favor?
Ronk,
Aye.
Hess,
Aye.
Motion carried.
You get to sign and claim it again.
Yep. Okay. Item K, monthly officers reports for June 2018. Assessor, county clerk, court clerk, election board, health department, sheriff, and treasurer.
I think you need to sign right here too. It says claimant signature only for payroll withdrawal refunds.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Pat?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he's down there for a drug test, but they
Yeah.
don't have the authorization. So you want me to fax one down?
Yeah, please do. I told him I was going to be in a meeting all morning. That
So,
Not
okay.
to worry about it till... Or I don't care. He can just sit there. I told him to not bother with it till this afternoon.
okay. Well,
But I mean, go ahead and do it, yeah.
okay.
Cindy, that's that address for that place. Okay, if you want it,
Oh, can I just?
you can send it to yourself or whatever.
Okay. Let's see.
If-
Oh, wait. How do you,
Well, I'm not
let's see.
sure.
Oh, here, right here.
There we
Push
go.
the arrow.
Down. Okay. Did it go down? Try it again. No, it's still.
It says attached.
Try that right.
Saved.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's all right. Go ahead.
How do I get back
What
to
do you
that?
want? Push messages.
Okay. Oh, here. You could just do it. Well, here, let me just write it down.
Yeah, it's all
Is it
right. We'll get it.
Well,
No.
We'll get it
I was
somewhere.
saying,
Okay.
because I don't know how to use it.
Just go ahead and encumber two
Okay.
of
I have an
those,
iPhone.
please.
Two?
See, it
Okay,
says,
sure.
Oh, share.
Share device, share link,
Share with small.
and
Oh, okay, I agree to all the above.
yeah.
Next. When do you get
Well, I don't know what my enter my phone number.
you know your passwords?
No,
I hate passwords.
I do too.
I hate them. I hate it. The world's so dishonest that you have to have passwords.
That's why you just use the word password for your password.
There you go.
What do you use ones
Okay.
like? I use ones like you suck or ones I can't remember.
I know what you're saying.
My kids started that. One of my kids started that. I'm like, well, I can remember that at least.
Okay, invalid password. Of course it is.
Okay, so go back to. Can you do a screenshot and text it to me?
You
You
know-
got to do a screenshot.
No, I don't, but I need to learn.
Okay, let's. I don't know if yours will do that.
see, that's the difference between Android and,
Yeah.
okay. Let me see it. I'll see if I can't get
Okay.
it figured out.
If not, we can mess with it afterwards and see if
Okay.
we can figure it out. If my grandson were here, he's like not
I
even
know.
3, he could probably figure it out. Hello. I have not, Stephen did not bring to me, did he bring you all that contract for that Argus? It's on the agenda, it's the mapping program. Yeah. Stephen, you might want to call up there and see if he's... Okay, thank you. All right, thanks, bye.
I guess the PO deals are ready to go
Oh.
too, so.
Hello, the POs are done. Thank you, bye. Thank you.
Thanks.
Yep.
I move to approve the monthly officers' reports for June 2018, subject to audit.
Second.
Ronk moved, Hess seconded to approve the monthly officers' reports for June 2018, subject to audit. All those in favor?
Ralph,
Aye.
Hess,
Aye.
Motion carried. Item L, monthly jail report from Sheriff's Office, June 2018.
the what? Oh, that's the 9th. It's on Thursday. Yeah. Okay. And it's at 9 o'clock. At first I thought you said sandwich.
A
Like,
sandwich.
I'm hungry.
Lunchtime.
Yeah.
We don't need no action on that.
I think we just acknowledge
To
it.
acknowledge it, yeah.
Okay.
Item M, maintenance contract. ARCGIS is a mapping program for the assessor's office fiscal year 2018-2019.
I just called Robin about that because it was up in the DA's office and she was checking on that, so if we could
Okay.
skip or whatever.
Okay, we'll come back to that later if need be.
Okay.
Item N, consolidated boundary and annexation survey participation request form GEOBAS.
And basically, it was I don't know, Desi, I think is whether or not we want to, it's where you have to participate or whatever to be able to change your legal boundaries or whatever or something. If you kind of read the email.
You have received this email because you are listed as the Boundary and Annexation Survey contact for your government. If you are not the correct contact for this survey, please let us know. You can reach us by email or phone using the contact information below. The United States Census Bureau recently completed the 2018 BAS, Boundary Annexation Survey. The BAS is an annual survey providing tribal, state, and local governments an opportunity to submit changes to legal boundaries, names, and governmental status effective on or before January 1 of the survey year. The Census Bureau offers consolidated BAS or CBAS agreements to counties interested in submitting boundary changes for the legal governments, in parentheses, incorporated places and minor civil divisions within their jurisdiction. CBAS reduces time and cost burdens on local governments and helps to avoid duplication of effort between governments. In addition, accurate boundaries ensure that your government has the best data available for its decision-making processes and helps the federal government allocate more than $675 billion in federal funds annually for programs and services. If your county is interested in participating in a CBAS agreement, please email listed below with your county's name and request to participate by September 7th, 2018. Governments within your county that agree to participate in your CBS agreement will no longer receive BAS respondent materials. However, the highest elected official will receive notification when the BAS cycle begins. If you have any questions or would like more information about the CBAS program, please contact the BAS team. Thank you for your time, and we look forward to working with you. What this sounds like to me is if one of our towns wanted to annex into the county.
Yeah. Do we have to do anything to change anything?
We shouldn't.
Well, do we have to participate in it?
That's what I'm wondering. If
That's a Desi question. Have us heard?
yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, can you come in and visit just for a second on the map, on that U.S. Census deal, about whether you feel like we should have to or not have to or whatever, so. All right, thanks, bye.
Hi, Desi.
Hi there.
Does this sound to you like it's basically for like annexation purposes?
Yes, that's what I took it as. And so Melissa Gibson helps to do ours each year. She did it before.
Is this something we normally do?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So we just need to do it again, basically.
Well, we did it, but I think is this one saying like that you'll do like the CBA to do it together. So
I would just think, like, perhaps, okay, let's just say the city of Medford wants to annex 150 acres. Wouldn't they be the one to contact this?
So we would just do it for the county, which we did when we added the Pond Creek where that little change was made.
Okay.
That was
Okay.
Melissa added that.
Okay.
So where it's CBAS, I think.
Okay. So we just need to
Yeah.
request to participate.
Yes.
Okay. Do we need a motion to do that?
I would think so.
Yeah, I think we better. Let's see. Guess it's my turn. I make a motion that we participate in the GOBAS annexation survey. CBAS.
Okay.
I second that. Hess moved, Ronk seconded to participate in the Consolidated Boundary and Annexation Survey. All those in favor?
Wrong.
Aye.
Yes.
Aye.
Motion carried.
And if I
All
could
right.
mention on item M, the previous item,
Mhm.
Robin brought it back down and she said, Stephen Young said that it does not need to go in front of the board. It's like a program they're purchasing, so it's
Okay.
not really a contract. So.
Does not need to
But he
be.
went ahead and signed off on it for her, so.
Okay. All right, got you.
Okay.
Okay, so we're done. Thank you.
Well, I told her
Oh,
the
sorry.
next item, she might want to, I
I
asked
just
her to
liked it
stay.
so well I wanted to stay here.
Good there.
So, okay, this is just telling what we.
Right, they sent that, and it's about a project in Johnson County where it's a public notice for workers.
Oh, this is just an example.
Mhm.
Okay. Gotcha.
Well, actually, I think it's the one that's going on in Johnson County.
Right.
But yeah.
Yeah, it's just an example
Well,
for
you
us.
can't leave yet.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That Wheatland art. Okay, so do we need to, the other's just an acknowledgement on the U.S. Army
Yeah.
Corps of Engineers. Okay, so the board so acknowledges?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, and then this one was Wheatland Resource, and we needed to pay the membership dues and then appoint a representative.
Okay, that's not on the
Yeah.
agenda.
Yeah, it
is
That's the next item.
Okay. Hang on. Let's.
I'm sorry.
Item O: public notice received from the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, Tulsa District, and Oklahoma Department of Environmental Quality.
That's
so,
the one we just acknowledged.
okay.
This is here.
Yeah,
We just
yeah.
acknowledged
We
it.
acknowledge that.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll clear
Item
copy
P:
of it.
Wheatland Resource Conversion and Development Appointment of Council Representative for Grant County. We paid that.
In the POs.
In the purchase orders. I believe Cindy Bobbitt is our representative. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. She has not said that she wouldn't do it, so I move to appoint Cindy Bobbitt as Grant County representative for the Wheatland Resource Conservation and Development.
Second that.
Ronk moved, Hess seconded to appoint Cindy Bobbitt as council representative for Grant County with Wheatland RC&D. All those in favor?
Wrong.
Aye.
Hess.
Aye.
Motion carried unanimously. Okay, item Q, contract to Summer Garcia for Grant County Health Department for custodial position fiscal year 2018-2019.
And that was the one that was up at Stephen.
Yeah,
He's got
Yes,
it.
Stephen has
Yeah.
signed off on it.
I
So
just put the front page.
I
or
make
the
a
last
motion
page.
to approve.
second. Hess moved, Ronk seconded to approve the contract with Summer Garcia for the Grant County Health Department for custodial position. All those in favor?
Wrong.
Aye.
Hess.
Aye.
Motion carried unanimously. Okay, today is the 16th.
I move that we keep on going down to item S since it's not 10 o'clock.
Does Ambler need to be present for that?
They will be
Yes.
here on R and S.
R
They
and
will be
S.
Okay.
R and S. So really
So-
to T.
Road crossing.
So Hess moved to switch to
Yeah.
road crossing.
Yes.
or have
Move.
T.
I second.
Yeah.
Hess moved. Ronk seconded to skip to item T for road crossing permits. All those in favor?
Wrong.
Aye.
Hess.
Aye.
Motion carried unanimously. Road crossing permits?
None.
We have none.
None. So let me call,
Item U, deceased indigent county citizens, proper procedure and county responsibilities for deceased indigent citizens per ADA Young.
and I'm calling him right now.
Okay.
Hi, Stephen. It's Cindy. They're down to the indigent citizens, the deceased indigents, if you're available. All right. Thank you. Bye-bye. We'll be down, he said, when I can. So,
I move that we take a brief recess
Second.
at 9.
at 9:43. Ronk moved, Hess seconded to take a recess. All those in favor?
Ronk?
Aye.
Yes.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Leave it unlocked.
Okay.
I know I've been drinking tea all morning.
Are you
I'm
gonna
trying to.
pause that or?
Oh, yes, thank you.
Second.
Ronk moved, Hess seconded to come out of recess at 9:49. All those in favor?
Ronk,
Aye.
Hess.
Aye.
Motion carried. All right, we are at item U, deceased indigent county citizens, proper procedure and county responsibilities for deceased indigent citizens per ADA Young.
We had to give you guys a brief, we had a person deceased in the shell pit up there northeast of Waukeeta. The gentleman is kind of a person that doesn't have running water in his house, and he was out there with another person, and he passed away. He went under the water. The other gentleman didn't see him until it was too late. Went under. They recovered him. The gentleman's son, who lives in Kingman, Kansas, has contacted me about what the county could help do. He was told that we had an indigent fund, and contacted Cindy and Stephen about what we needed to do.
My understanding is that he went to the medical examiner's office, and then the medical examiner's office released him to another funeral home down in Oklahoma City.
Yes, and
so, pursuant to statute, the Board of Commissioners is the one who is to make arrangements for disposal of the body if no one else basically is going to come and claim them. So,
is there a time frame on that, or?
Not really. I mean, just reasonable.
Okay.
So, but since the medical examiner's office released him, they did that without anybody's authority or approval to do that. So, probably the best thing to do at this point in time is just to have a motion to appoint somebody on the board to make those arrangements. In the past, we've done it by cremation, but it's been with one of our local funeral homes. So somebody's going to have to reach out to the medical examiner board and see if they're going to pay for it, since they're the ones who released him to the funeral home. But typically, I mean, they put them on cold storage, and because we've had people down there for months at a time before they found out that we're the ones responsible for them and contacted us.
Okay.
So, but they have a duty to reach out and contact us and let us know that they have someone.
And that's kind of what I was wondering, is do we not just wait and let them contact us?
Okay.
So,
Because it may be a moot point until that.
I have received a text message from this boy, and he sent me the address of the cremations place where his dad is, and his name, Daniel Martin Smith. And if I wanted to know any more information, to get a hold of him, and I said, okay, thanks. And he texted me back, I appreciate your help. The way that I understand, this gentleman called me, and he understood that when the examiner's office had him, the way I understand it, is that he talked to the examiner's office and they released the body to someplace down there. He was telling me that somehow Lanneman Funeral Home out of Cherokee had got involved some way. I don't know this for sure. I tried to call the gentleman back on the phone number that he called me on. I could never get him. But I can text him back and get more information. He sent me the place that they released it to, but the way I understand it, Stephen, after I had talked to you, that he had told the examiner's office that they was going to want him cremated, and that may be how it got over to the cremation.
okay.
If if he does that, he may not have been aware that he could have that body returned back up here. Well, I don't know for sure how they do that. They sent it to get the autopsy done, and then whenever they return that body,
Well, I mean, if he made a statement that he wanted the body cremated, I mean, at that point in time, he may have created a contractual obligation where he's responsible for the cremation price.
Okay.
In which case, that would relieve us of
any
obligation to that. But I mean, at the present point, I don't have enough facts to go on.
okay,
So we almost need to appoint someone to investigate this on behalf of the county, to make a determination as to whether we need to foot the bill for this. I don't know. I don't know what
Okay.
promises were said.
well, after talking to the boy, the son, who is at Kingman, Kansas, who I understood doesn't have any money either, had to gather up money to be able to come down to Waukeeta. But he said anything that we could do to help them would be appreciated.
Have we reached out to the funeral home to see what they charge?
No, I have
Okay.
not called, but if you all would want, I would do that and make the call or whatever and find out the information, Stephen, and between you and me, we could get figured out what we need to do.
Okay, because we need to. Something went awry here because in the past that the medical examiner board has contacted us.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know
Well,
what went wrong this time.
I don't know that. I think that through the medical board examining them and then the son making an attempt to talk to them, because he told me he would like to bury the ashes of his father on a family plot between, it was his wishes that he would be married by his mother and father. And that being said, I think that the boy told the medical examiner to release the ashes to this cremation place that he sent me the address to. That being said, I don't know what that relieves us from any obligation or what. But I could call that place that supposedly has the remains, and
We need to reach out to both the medical examiner's board and the funeral parlor to find out
okay,
what happened. But it's ultimately, if this person is indigent, it's the county commissioners who decide what happens to the body. It's not the medical examiner board. It's not anybody else. So.
okay. So
And so I don't know how much this place charges for cremation, but I'm sure that you're going to want to make sure that it's the most.
Is there not a statutory price for stuff like that?
No.
Okay, so you're just at the mercy of whatever they charge.
So
right, and that's why a lot of the counties have pre-arranged agreements with the funeral parlors in their area.
Should that be like a 6-month bid?
Probably.
I mean, because it sounds that way.
Probably.
well, and
Or,
I think
or annual bid or
Yeah.
something. 12-month bid.
I think we're at a little bit of a disadvantage here because the examiner, they sent the body off to be examined, and we haven't never been contacted.
Yeah,
Officially
unless
to
the
know.
family contacted you, we wouldn't even know anything about this, would we?
No. And it wasn't the family, it was a friend of the family.
Well, see, that's why it sounds like maybe he said, we'll have him cremated or something to the medical examiner board. Because the medical examiner board, they don't have the authority
Yeah.
to pick the place. And I don't know, maybe the medical examiner board was confused because, the body got delivered there. Maybe they thought it was out of Oklahoma County. They may already have prearranged agreements with Oklahoma County.
Probably so.
To have people cremated there at a stated price. In which case, then maybe all we need to do is go and, because if they've already had a stated price, we could adopt that stated price and pay it instead of having Oklahoma County pay it.
Okay.
But, I mean, this is kind of a weird,
Yeah.
unusual situation, so I think we just need to have appoint somebody to look into it and then go from there.
Okay, I'd make a motion to appoint Max Hess to take care of this.
Second. Was moved by Hess, seconded by Ronk to appoint Max Hess as the contact for this particular indigent citizen. All those in favor?
Ronk,
Aye.
Hess,
Aye.
Motion carried.
Stephen, I'll be looking to you for guidance.
Okay, just holler at me.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. I move that we jump back up to item R for Amber Architects and Kyler Construction.
Okay, Stephen, will you be able to come back down for executive session?
I can.
Okay, thank
Just
you.
holler at me.
I'll second that motion.
Ronk moved, Hess seconded to skip back to item R with Ambler Architects and Kyler Construction. All those in favor?
Ronk,
Aye.
Hess.
Aye.
Motion carried. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good morning.
Okay, it looks like we have about 3 or 4 different things you guys want to go over with us.
Yep.
Okay.
The first 3 have direct effect on our contingency. The first one is credit for windows. We're getting a credit back for the one window that the sheriff wanted to remove, but we also had an extra window shown on our plans that doesn't exist. So
Awesome.
Oh,
every
hey.
once in a while we get lucky. That's okay. I'm taking it back. The next item, I'll skip down. The next item, we have, as you well know, on each side of the entry door of the jail, there are side lights. It shows on the plans, but we didn't make it clear enough, and the contractor didn't bid those side lights.
They got missed.
So we kind of think putting the side lights in was probably the smart thing to
Yeah.
do. So we're adding those side lights in at $11.78. We got credit for $15.92 on the other 2 windows. The third item is the replacement of a handrail on the north side of the jail. And that's about $2,000. That's the one that's rusted off at the base.
Rusted off.
Can you give it, because they're not in the same order
Oh,
on the
okay.
agenda that they are on
The
yours.
first one is PR6A.
Right. That's
Okay,
the windows.
That's the 2 windows.
Right.
The handrail replacement is PR8.
Okay.
Okay, and the last one is PR9, which is the side lights.
Okay.
And the handrail would be replaced with a handrail that matched what we're doing on the front side of the building. It would meet ADA. That handrail does not meet ADA today, but it is not secure. It's rusted out. I'm sure you could get a few more years of life out of it, but I don't know how many more.
You can put a brick up underneath
Well,
it.
Randy,
To get it to touch the ground.
just to interject, that price included galvanizing to match the.
Right. It would be giving you a handrail that matches what's out in front.
Okay, and so that's labor and
That's complete.
That's turnkey, yes.
That would
okay.
be complete.
Okay. So these prices are all inclusive.
Right.
Okay.
So if you were to accept those 3, we would have a contingency balance of $55,315 for the project
Okay.
remaining.
Yes. And obviously all 3 of these are things that have to be done.
Well, I assume you want to get the credit back.
Right. Yeah. Well,
Well, we was going to make a motion on all of them instead of just one at a time.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
You can do that.
I think it'd be good. We're going to have the side lights. They
Yeah,
need
sure.
to be, and then the handrail.
Sure.
I think that's good too.
We
So,
just didn't get the sidelights clarified well enough.
Okay.
And the subcontractor didn't pick it up. We didn't catch it, they didn't catch it, so we just want to make sure we got it in there. It'd probably cost us more than that if we tried to fill in those sidelights.
Okay, and I'm just all I'm concerned with is proper purchasing procedure. Cindy, do we need to do a Title 61?
No, these are all under,
Since it's under $5,000, we're
well, no,
good.
these are all under the original bid. These all fall under the bid, so they're like a change order.
Okay.
These are like, these
So
are
we-
change orders.
Guaranteed maximum.
Okay. Well, we probably need to. Are we going to have something to sign saying yes that we do approve that?
Well, let me interject. Last month we were here, you approved 5 or 6 items.
Right.
And so we could give Cotter the go-ahead to go.
Right.
If you approve these items today to give them the go-ahead to go, what will ultimately happen is we will have a document for the county to sign which balances the
It'll be a change order
contingency
document.
usage.
That's your page.
We just didn't want to give you.
Right. Right.
I want
And
to give
I'm
you one
So it
of
will
those.
be a change.
we're all cool with that.
Yeah.
But we're learning
Yeah,
that
yes.
we.
You'll get a change order document,
No.
and that way it can.
Won't be a change order because we're not changing the guaranteed maximum.
true.
Yeah.
It'll
Yeah.
just be a reconciliation of the
Okay.
contingency.
I just want to make sure it's cool with the guy that just left because
I
we
understand.
got.
I forgot we
hammered
got
on
the
some stuff.
contingency setting in there, so
Because
it's
it's
not
not-
a change order.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
As
it's
long
not,
as we stay within that contingency.
because
Okay.
it's not changing your guaranteed maximum at all. You just need to approve the contingency usage.
This is why you have that contingency,
Okay.
so you don't have to go through that every time.
Okay.
So
With
the- I
that
like the
being
way you
said-
worded the use of the approve the use of the contingency.
Okay.
Now, what about the electrical though? Do we need to
Well,
go ahead?
we'll talk about, we don't have a price on it.
Okay.
So we'll talk about that.
Okay.
Well, I move to approve PR 6A, PR 8, and PR 9, and use the contingency fund for that.
I'll second that motion.
Ronk moved, Hess seconded to approve the changes for PR 6A, PR 8, and PR 9, and use that out of contingency. All those in favor?
Wrong.
Aye.
Hess.
Aye.
Motion carried. Okay, now we come down to this electrical issues found while demolition of the ceilings. In parentheses, it says possible additional usage of contingency.
I'm gonna turn this over to Ryan and let him talk about, because that's where it originated.
Okay.
Upon demoing the ceilings upstairs, it was pretty apparent pretty quick how rough the electrical system was. There's a lot of things that aren't up to code. And a lot of them were safe, I mean, just plain dangerous. The electrician has done some, I would quote them as emergency repairs, where extension cords and things were used to power lights and stuff above the ceiling. A lot of unsupported stuff that they've been able to tie up temporarily. But it's something that really should be addressed. We had our electrician go ahead and price this.
Okay.
And what he gave us was a not to exceed price on each floor, which the number he gave us is pretty reasonable. And I have that. He has a not to exceed price of $3,316.20 per floor. And with that not to exceed price, if they come in under on material and labor, they'll
Be less than
it'll
that.
be less than that. Just judging, walking through, looking at what's up there, I really do think that that's a
And that
fair
would bring
price.
everything up to code.
It would bring it up to
Up
code.
in your enclosed ceiling.
Okay.
There are a lot of just runs of unsupported conduit, junction boxes just hanging up there. I think a lot of stuff was just resting on the ceiling, and it's probably just years of repair work, just not gone unchecked. It's just basically what it looks like.
Okay.
And I think unfortunately, I don't think there's any way to give you an exact price to do that without just doing a guaranteed max, because they'll find a few more things, I imagine, when they get it there really come through. Or something will take a little less time, something will take a little bit more time.
Is this the second, third floor of what we're talking about? What we have?
They're even saying that. We don't know exactly what we're going to get into here, but we imagine it's going to be a similar condition. We have no reason to believe it's any different.
How many floors did you price?
This is for the second and third floor.
Second and third?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it would be that price for each floor, not to exceed that price.
Including the first floor.
But not the first floor?
Why wouldn't we do the first floor?
Well, you would.
Well,
we're at it.
the only issue was that this hasn't been opened up to really
To see.
be able to see, but
We could assume at this point that it's
So we're just going to cross that bridge when we get to it on the first floor?
I would move forward with that cost per the 3 floors, and if they open up the ceiling and find more, we'll come back and talk to you. You know, if they really find.
Well, that's what I was thinking.
I can't imagine they're going to find much more than what they've already found on the second and third.
no, second and third floor. That is what it is. Here,
we don't. You
we're
just
imagining it's going to be
How much was it? 33?
33.16, wasn't it?
and 20 cents per floor.
maximum.
Yep.
Right.
What we do, if we can get you to approve that, we'll come back with a formal change order when we know the exact amount.
Well, not a change order, but one of these. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Now Randy's got me doing it.
I messed everybody up.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
authorization.
Yeah.
There you go.
So you'll just come back at a later date
Right.
with something like this and say, hey, here's what we got.
Yeah.
Okay.
But while they've got it open, it would be good if we could go ahead and say
Yeah, we'd like
on
you to
second,
approve
third
the
floor,
max.
'cause he needs to-
Okay, so who's turning?
So you're looking at roughly $10,000.
Which would leave us about 45,000
Right.
still left in there.
Max, what about the closet? Are they doing the closet electrically?
Yeah.
They are.
Well,
That's already been-
I'm sure that we'll address that whenever they're doing electrical lines. They're going to run to the closet. That'll include that. I mean, it's the floor, so.
It's the entire floor, isn't it? Yeah.
What she's referring to is we had water run down from our. That's why we intended on putting a new roof on, because the water come down through there and was actually dripping and running onto the electrical box in the closet there. Yeah,
That's where you wanted it.
safe.
Right in the sweet spot.
And that's what she's referring to is doing that over that. But if you do floor wise, I assume that's redoing it all.
Now this doesn't address things in walls. This is all above ceiling.
Just above ceiling, yeah.
What we can get
Right.
to, what
Right.
we can get to.
But
Hopefully we correct that water running down.
yeah, with the new roof and new windows and
We'll get into the walls the next
Right.
deal when we start on the
Yeah,
inside.
phase 2.
Yeah.
That's right.
So, okay, we need a motion to approve the max per floor on the electrical issues of 33.16.20.
I make a motion to approve.
I'll second that. Hess moved, Ronk seconded, to approve the max of $3,316.20 per floor max to address any electrical issues just in the ceiling.
And is this floor 1, 2, and 3?
This
Or
is
just
for
2 and 3?
for
All three?
floor 1, 2, and 3. All those in favor?
Ronk,
Aye.
Hess.
Aye.
Motion carried unanimously. Okay, item S, courthouse / sheriff's office renovation, removal of sidewalk from east side of courthouse, fall protection and landing for roof of sheriff's office, which is a safety issue, drain spouts on courthouse and sheriff's office as not addressed in original specs.
Okay. The first one is what I call a mow strip, the little narrow sidewalk on the east side. It's removing that.
No. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes,
I'm sorry, I apologize.
Removing that so you can grade it out, you can landscape a little easier. Just remove that. That's something that come out of
Yeah.
their meeting.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
gotcha.
So I don't want to speak too much on that because I wasn't at that meeting. The second one, fall protection. Right now we've got a ladder that goes to the roof from that upper platform with a cage around it. And I guess you guys are going to have to talk about what the safety concern is.
Larry had the I think it was a deal that originated with Scott Falkenberg and asking if there was a guardrail platform up there, which in our design there isn't.
No, it's all I've got
just
is
a cage.
I've got a cage that gets you to the roof.
Yeah.
That then you enter into that, straight into that.
But
Well,
like
It's-
Larry
his-
said, like for one thing, the hatch is really old and it doesn't have a way to open the hatch. So if you'll look, I mean, I looked at it really good. Okay, so you're using an angle to stand on and trying to open a hatch that doesn't have any kind of a hinge on it to stay open. And it's really, in my opinion, extremely dangerous if someone, and so
I mean,
what
we
they're
could-
proposing is putting like a platform, right, and a new door.
Well, you're going to replace the hatch totally.
Okay,
If you're
that's
gonna
already,
do
is
that.
that in this?
No, it's
No.
not in there. I was reusing the one that was there because
Right,
it looked reasonable and we didn't hear any of that from Scott.
Sure.
His concern was on the courthouse
yeah.
and it being locked out on the roof. Now, I don't know how much he gets into that attic. I know he gets up there for cable or satellite, and I don't know how much more he gets into the attic. So it's not a heavy use, not like your hatch on the roof of the courthouse.
In the courthouse.
I don't know if he's got. Does he have units up there that he has to replace?
I don't
filters
know
on?
because I never went up in it,
Okay.
so I'm not sure I can answer that question. And
Yeah, I think there's an AC unit on top of the jail.
What's the hatch was?
well, it'd be inside the attic space.
Yeah. And when we redo the roof, are we changing any of that space-wise?
We're not doing anything inside the jail.
Yeah.
So the only thing would be the access, and like I say, we reused the hatch because we talked to Scott about the hatch. Roof hatches.
My
And
conversation
and
was
his
with Larry,
about
so,
his
yeah.
was about the courthouse, and he never talked about that. And I figured if there's a problem with that, he would have told us.
Yeah.
It looked like it was in reasonable shape, not new, but reasonable shape. There may be a way that we can replace that hatch that has a landing on it. I don't know. I'd have to do some looking at it. The question is what do the commissioners want to do? Do you want to talk to Scott further about it and see what his thoughts are?
I would, yeah.
I mean, we could put some extensions on that ladder coming up to give some side protection, and still not have a platform per se up
Right.
there. I mean, there are a couple different ways it can be handled.
Well,
There might. Yeah. I mean, there's
just approximately what dollar wise are you? I mean, is it hard to say or?
It's a little hard to say because we'll have to do some looking to see what
See
our
what
best
options
options are, and then what those costs are going to be. Obviously, adding some steel to that vertical cage probably be the cheapest, but that doesn't solve the problem if the hatch has a problem opening and staying open.
One more thing about the hatch, Randy, since we're talking about it, the roofing contractor said due to its proximity to the hip, or I mean the ridge, he can't guarantee that existing hatch not to leak. They're flashing that they have to do around that.
The existing hatch.
The existing. They are recommending that we try to shift it further to the east away from that ridge. And if we got to do that to get any guarantee out of the roofer in that area, I would think, in my opinion, it would be a good idea to look at replacing that hatch.
Now that's something that they should have brought up during bidding because they were to bid a complete system that doesn't leak.
Right.
So how were they planning on doing that?
I don't know that.
I mean, to wait till
I agree.
It
That-
sounds
that's-
like it's a search for a change order.
Yeah.
And it may be a challenge, but
And how do we move it to the east with where the
it doesn't work when you got the ladder built
Yeah,
out there.
the
You
ladder
move it
built, yeah.
further.
That
than
that
east.
hatch is further to the east than where the ladder location is.
No.
not much.
If it is, it's not by much. I mean, because it was taken out, it was shown taken out on the plans and put back in. the
We
same
need to do more
location.
research.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it.
Now you can understand what kind of discussions we
I understand that. And we,
And would you include Scott in
Absolutely,
that?
yeah,
And
of course. Yeah.
because, I mean, we could tell you one thing and it'd be completely wrong.
We'll go back and do some more work
Yeah,
on
we
this.
need to.
And come back and talk to you about it.
I wish Larry was here too.
The last thing is the downspouts on the courthouse. The downspouts on the courthouse, I didn't do anything to. They looked like they were in good condition. Has Larry found them not to be in good condition, or was it just a question of painting them?
I think the way I kind of understood
This was
it-
in their meeting, so I'm.
Yeah,
Okay.
and he and I talked about it like Thursday.
Okay.
And what he said to me was that he can make the existing ones work and paint them, but for cosmetic reasons, he thought it would look nicer to have new ones since. Anyway, that was. But I mean,
It's just
and
a
you
cost.
might want it.
It's
Yeah.
a cost of the project. I didn't do anything to them because, like I say, I
And
thought
I'm not very good.
and we weren't really doing anything to them except opening up the drains off the roof into those collector boxes.
When you paint those, how long is that expected to stay?
4 or 5 years, 6 years maybe.
And then we'd be repainting them
Yeah, and then
again?
you'll be repainting them.
Versus if you replaced them, then they're galvanized.
The courthouse, we're putting roof guttering up on, so we have new downspouts on it. There's one existing collection box, and I
I
think
mean,
that.
the jail.
I mean the jail, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, on the jail. There's one downspout I saw this morning that was probably on there when they had a flat roof on it, which could go away. So all of that that's on the jail will be new.
So we're talking about a very minimal.
You're talking about the,
There's 8 of them on the courthouse.
yeah, eight downspouts.
We can get a price, paint them, for issues.
Will you get us a price both ways?
To replace them,
Okay.
and then you can review.
Yeah, that's fine.
that'd be good.
That was the direction I
And
was
if,
looking for.
Yeah.
if you buy new ones, how long that's gonna be last before?
I'm guessing, am I out of line 4 to 5 years on time?
On repainting, I mean the newer DTM paints are pretty good. They last quite a while, but
I would-
5 years or so you'd probably be looking.
I don't want to commit too far out because he'll call me.
But if you buy new
These
spouts, how long are they guaranteed?
That's the same finish as your roof.
Yeah,
Okay.
Oh, okay. So it's gonna fade just like the roof would.
those have a 20-year note on them.
Yeah, I
Warranty on
believe
them.
so.
Yeah, if you'll just get us prices on
Okay.
both
Yes.
ways, and
And
that
then and then you can make a decision.
sure.
All right. Oh, while I still have the item open, I have a question on your thoughts on intent for the next phase, on what you're going to do on the walls. Is your intent to remove the paneling and put sheetrock up?
Wouldn't you think there's sheetrock probably behind?
I don't know what's behind
Yeah.
it. So, we haven't gotten into it. I'm just trying to figure out what is it that you guys' thoughts are, what we're going to end up with.
I would hope it'd be
Okay.
sheetrock.
Okay.
Well-
Here's the reason I'm bringing this up. The windows, if you look at those windows over there,
Yeah, no,
they're recessed in back around.
Mhm.
We don't want to go in and trim it out. They've got, you said that
About $8,000.
about $8,000 to go in and trim out around the windows, but we don't want to do that.
If
And
we're
then-
gonna tear it out again,
So we're kind of thinking maybe what we need to do is leave them just like they are right now, and include whatever we're doing in the next phase. Those the frames are narrower, so they're kind of sitting back in there, and we're talking about whether we trim back those openings, make those openings larger so that
Because
sheetrock
it's
can
going to be a
turn.
bigger window sill.
That- Yeah, it can
Right.
turn and go right back into the window. But again, I don't want to do all that, spend $8,000 and then come back and go, well, we screwed that up, we need to do it a different way, tear it back up.
From what I can tell, the
And then we
paneling
got-
behind my office where they did the window, if you kind of pull the paneling out, it looks like it's like cement, like old
See what I'm
church
talking
basement
about?
cement,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
it kind of has,
This comes
Okay,
out and it's
plastic.
cut back.
and then it's got like probably a half-inch boards, and then the paneling, it's like
Part of
they
it
made,
put sheetrock back on
is what's
top
still
of
in there.
right?
Maybe
So they
underneath
just let
this,
part of the
that's
old
that
window.
outside
but
wall.
the, on the wall part,
Right.
I pulled that paneling back, and you can see where they made like makeshift 2 by, or, you
They
know.
furred it out.
I
Yeah.
think the outside walls are furred out. I think these probably have sheetrock or plaster.
Plaster and lab.
One of the two.
I have, in my office, I know it's plaster
Okay,
because
so-
it's falling out.
Yeah.
So it'll be plaster and lath. But we could end up with sheetrock on them, that's fine. I just want to make sure that was the intent of
I think
everybody.
you're going to have to.
I would
Because
say-
To end up with it all sheetrocked and painted and all that. And for that reason, I think we need to bring you deduct
For
what he's
that.
got in the contract now, get the windows in and get them sealed, and then deal with
The other
the
later.
trim out on the next phase.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
And we should have, we should know how much more credit we can give back on the tuck pointing, because the way I bid that, it was, I allocated so much money, and the mason's gonna be underneath that, so I'm gonna be able to issue back.
So we'll have a little
credit
bit
there
more of
too.
that coming back.
Okay.
And everything, so,
They like it when we get money back.
yeah. So, well, I want the contingency to be in good shape. for the
Right, right.
project. And it's hard to do on old buildings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why,
You know that-
that's why we have the contingency,
That-
because it's an old building, we don't know what we're gonna get into in a lot of areas.
Yeah, Randy and Jim. I mean, I would think that's something the three of us would.
Okay. I just wanted
And
to,
and we were planning on getting busy on that as soon as we got through with starting the new year out and budget and everything.
we're ready to start, so whenever you wanna start having meetings on it, let us know. We'll come over.
I really doubt we do anything in July, to
Okay.
be honest with you.
Well, as soon as we can sit down and start talking, then we can start working up some preliminary plans.
Yeah, I can't see us getting
No,
together in July. Do you?
no.
Yeah.
Well,
but-
as
I mean, we're
quickly in
working on
August as we-
budget, so-
As quickly as we can in August.
Yeah.
We need to sit down and give me enough information so we can get started and we can start funneling them, here's what we're doing and bounce.
They could do a lot of research for us.
Yeah, and while I'm here, I can do a lot of research for them.
Yeah.
It's phase 2.
Okay.
Yeah, it's phase 2. It's a brand new deal all over
Say
again.
they're the ones doing it, we're gonna have to go back.
We're going to go out for bid. Yep. Yeah, we've got it on this phase 2. She brought up a good point. We got to turn around and go out for bid for architect and
Yeah, we understand.
CM and
Architect too?
everything.
Yeah, for the architect too.
Yeah, because it's a completely separate project.
Right.
Okay,
We have to.
yeah.
Oh, I understand that.
So
And they just didn't think about it.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
what we think is so simple in a handshake, and it's not
There are
that way.
there are some areas that you don't have to bid the architect's services. And I don't wanna say I know for sure if the county can do that or not. You might talk to
Yeah, well,
your attorney, because there are some places that you have to bid it out, but most places you don't have to bid out services.
okay.
You
Right.
could continue on, we could continue on with our contractor, just making an addendum to our contract and keep going,
Right.
which would save you some time,
Sure.
you know.
Yep.
All right?
Sure. Okey doke. Appreciate it, guys.
Thanks, guys.
So-
That's all we have.
Yep. So you're going to bring us back prices on that, the drain spouts, the new and used,
Yeah.
and then,
You'll issue us a PR and then we'll.
okay.
And then you guys will get amongst yourselves on
Yeah, we'll actually talk through that one
Okay.
more time.
Yeah, we'll do our research.
Great.
One more time.
And as far as removing the sidewalk, if that'll help the drain, I don't see a problem with that, you know.
Well, it's
And what we're
Which
willing to do that
sidewalk
for
is it?
free, That section.
It's covered up by
we're
those
here,
trees
and I can
anyway.
get
The
that
one
kicked out
that
pretty
is right
easy.
directly
Okay.
on the east side, like so out that window,
Larry
my
really thinks
office
it would
on
help
the east
us. Oh, really?
side,
Get
there's a little
drainage there.
sidewalk
I
that's
think
right.
it was originally put in as a separator between the planter bed and the grass.
Oh.
Because it's
Yeah,
only
it's not-
about a
yeah,
foot.
it's not-
only about a foot, it's like a mow strip.
Yeah.
You know,
Cindy,
it's really narrow.
Cindy just needs to bring her backhoe over here and dig it out and
There you go.
use it as rip.
Backhoe?
Cindy Bobbitt.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I have bought my backhoe. You have
Okay, thanks.
All right.
Thank you, guys.
Appreciate it, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Yep.
gentlemen. Have a safe trip back.
But don't be talking about
While you're in town, have Cindy Pratt go buy your lunch.
There you go.
today.
Yeah. Thanks. They should be buying my lunch.
All right. Would you mind calling Stephen again? Okay, moving.
On down the agenda.
Yep. We'll let her get caught up first.
New businesses first.
Yeah.
Hi, Stephen. It's Cindy. I think they're ready for the executive session. Thank you. Bye-bye. You should be down shortly.
Item 8, new business. Max, do you have any new business?
No.
I have no new business. Do you, Cindy?
No.
Okay, no new business. Item 9, commissioners' comments. Max.
We get a little bit more rain, pretty spotted. We are working, mowing, grading, putting in some culverts, and dressing up around some bridges with some riprap that we haven't gotten done yet. Doing some bridge work. That's about all I have.
Okay. I forgot to say in my comments last week that I had a health department board meeting on Thursday we got to see the estimate of needs for the budget from the health department. Looks like that's personal services is going up about 30,000. Kelly Rader is really wanting to get the health department out and mobile. That's one of her initiatives on this is if people aren't going to come to the health department's going to come to them. So that was a really good deal. Other than that, I got the 2 affidavits from Pioneer Telephone and Crossland Construction signed. The Fair Board will be signing that. That's a line item on their agenda for Wednesday night, so I'll get that signed, and it looks like we're good to go there. We're just grading and mowing and all that kind of stuff. Trying to get some more help hired we've lost two people to retirement this year and haven't got them replaced yet, so still trying to do that, and that's all I've got. So, item 10, enter executive session per Oklahoma statute.
I make a motion we go into executive session.
I second that. Ronk moved, Hess seconded to...
Well, backwards, Pat. I moved.
Or Hess moved, Ronk seconded to enter into executive session for discussion of notice of appeal.
10:36.
At 10:36, all those in favor?
Wrong.
Aye.
Yes.
Aye.
Motion carried unanimously.
I make a motion that we re-enter regular session.
Second. Hess moved, Ronk seconded to re-enter regular session at 10:43. All those in favor?
Ronk,
Aye.
Hess,
Aye.
Motion carried. Item 12, considering possible action on notice of appeal. Case blah blah blah. Oklahoma. Okay, the possible hiring of Mark Tisdale of Tisdale and O'Hara for this matter. I move that we hire Mark Tisdale of Tisdale and O'Hara to represent Grant County in this lawsuit of Chisholm View Wind Project LLC versus Robin Herod, Grant County Assessor. All those in... Oh.
I'll second that motion.
Okay. Ronk seconded.
No.
Ronk moved.
Ronk moved. Hess seconded to hire Tisdale and O'Hara for the lawsuit of Chisholm View Wind Project LLC versus Robin Herod, Grant County Assessor. All those in favor?
Wrong.
Aye.
Yes.
Aye.
Motion carried unanimously. Thank you,
Thank you.
I'll let
Stephen.
Mark know.
All right, appreciate
Okay.
it. That brings us to item 13.
I make a motion to adjourn.
I knew you would.
I second that. Hess moved, Ronk seconded to adjourn at 10:44. All those in favor?
Wrong.
Aye.
Hess.
Aye.
Motion carried. We are